Welcome everyone, and this is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching channeling sessions with the Council of Nine, with other councils of light beings, whether they're galactic, whether they're angelic, whether they're other light beings. These sessions take place every week. I have some of our members here, and we bring sometimes coordinates, sometimes messages, whatever they want us to hear in that particular week or that particular session. And it's for the greater good of everyone as a whole. It is not meant to be specifically for me or for any of our members. It is meant to try to bring awareness, try to bring the memory back of our gifts, all of us, not just me or anybody else in particular. Some of the stuff will resonate, some of the stuff will not, and it's okay. Like I said, it is a general type of channeling sessions. So people will get some closure, people will get some relief, you will feel some healing, some feel very calm while we're doing this and they're going with us. And that's the idea. The idea is to be your best and to try to remember who you truly are and what your purpose is in this particular lifetime. Sometimes we may get messages of what's going to happen in the future. We may get messages of what they want us to express at this moment, but we have no control. We're just here surrendering to the higher beings of light who are here to help us. And again, they could be galactic, so it could be anything from Arcturians to Syrians to anything in between. They could be any being from the past, could be from the present, could be from the future. Um, and even our past self or our future selves. Sometimes you may see yourself in one of the places that we go to. And that just means that it will resonate with you. And you may get a particular message for yourself. But like I said, we do it as a general, full, uh, for everyone type of thing. So welcome. And usually we start by asking everyone to close their eyes and just take a few deep breaths to kind of move yourself down into a meditative state so you can attempt to channel or at least go with us. If you do not particularly know how to travel on purpose, just set the intention to follow us or to be with us, and your higher self will know exactly what to do. So if you ever do one of these and you see something that's different than us, you may write to me, email me. It's okay. If you have any questions, so if you want to join us, it is perfectly okay. Just email me. And again, you don't have to appear on camera like I do. You could appear in the background like the other members, and you don't even have to use your real name. So continue taking those deep breaths. And I open the floor now to all of our members here. And if anyone has a particular coordinate to start, you're more than welcome to state it. In the meantime, just continue breathing. Nice and slow, nice and deep, or as slow or as deep as you can today. And surrender to this process. Allow the beings to connect with you. Sometimes they speak through you or through us. And sometimes they're just there to show us and protect us. Well, I did get a coordinate, so if no one has one, I will share mine. 295135. 295135. And what I am seeing right now is what I would call the moon, represents the moon, but not in this present moment, but many, many, many lifetimes ago. And I see myself and others there protecting a portal. This portal appears to be in a triangular shape made of crystals. The entrance is complete one whole crystal in a triangle shape. With an opening in the middle, perfectly carved out. And we are all around it. It appears to be kind of like a rose quartz type of coloring, very light pink. Actually, almost whitish, but and I am particularly feeling a lot of energy coming from it. I don't know if any other member is feeling that or they want to share their own experiences up to now.
I concur that the portal is there in its description, but what I saw initially, if you think of what bric-a-brac looks like, the zigzaggy fabric piece, it was as if the ground that we were on took that zigzag shape and the earth opened, or whatever, wherever planet we're on, opened in that fashion. And at first it looked like it was moving to the right, but then it seemed to veer to the left.
Okay.
But the portal is off on the right hand side, and we are indeed standing around it. But it's I think, to me, what it represents is our world right now has so much negative potential, if you will, and it's fractioning, causing that chasm to appear. And we're being offered the opportunity to move in a solid fashion, in that this portal takes us into the positive, into the light, into what can be and what is. It's present now. It was in the past, and it will be in the future. And the chasm was dark and kind of a dark red-black atmosphere around it, and there's very much a beautiful light emanating around the crystals with a pink glow because of the type of crystals they are. And we're being invited to walk through the crystal. When you walk through the crystal, there's a whole purging of anything unwanted in our lives. Traumas that we've experienced, frustrations, angers, all is washed away as we go through the portal.
And the portal is luminescent. It has a glow, like it was lighted from behind, and you could see the brightness from the light in back of the actual physical crystal.
It is beautiful. And now let's continue going through it, leaving the chaos behind.
And actually, one of the one or more actually of the archangels are kind of holding the curtain open for us, if you will. You can see the crystals and whatnot, but there's almost a thin veil that they're parting for us so that we can safely cross that threshold.
Conquer. And it is very powerful when you walk through it. You feel your shoulders just release a lot of extra weight that you've been carrying that you may not have even noticed. So everyone that goes through here will be bringing the positive to the forefront and allowing the negative to just roll off them. So there be more light literally at the end of the tunnel, at the end of this portal.
It's almost like going through a sound bath.
Yes.
This is deep and wonderful.
And the more you walk, the more you surrender, the better you will feel. The lighter, more clarity you will get, lighter you will be. And now each being that is crossing through it, because I do see a lot of beings crossing through it, the further they walk in, the brighter they get, the more light they're sharing. So they're glowing and just bringing brightness. Stronger and stronger and deeper into this. Now I do see the ending or the other entrance per se, or the exit. And we will cross through there slowly. And on that side, it's very, very bright. That's why I was able to see that, even though it was kind of far away still. But it's shining and very bright, very warm, like the energy is very warm and loving.
It's interesting. I in nature, in my personal life, I'm drawn to the ocean. I'm drawn to the woods. I'm drawn to different sceneries. Each give me something different and unique in healing, and each of those is present and morphing to the needs of the individual that is there. One person may momentarily be at the beach, but in the next instance might be in the in a nebula's out space someplace, and it's just constantly changing, and it's not like one person wants where the other person is kind of thing. Everybody has what their own needs and wants
Mhm.
encompass them. But it's really fascinating to see the changes in the atmosphere. And it's so totally unique to you as an individual person. So it's hard for me to describe any particular facet because it's constantly moving and changing and evolving. And I think it's representative of the change that we go through in life. You know, you're never the same person moment to moment. And yet, there are things that you hold on to that give you peace. And those are the kind of images that are coming to people right now. Those moments of peace, those moments of joy and love, compassion,
Mhm.
recognizing their own times that they've been forgiven and they've forgiven others. And it's all displayed in these natural wonders that are present in front of them.
Yes. And it's a great message to let go. What I'm hearing at this moment is like there's things are going to get a little hotter right now. People are going to be losing their temper faster. To learn to pick your battles and let go. If you can figure out that there's not a good outcome of something and it's not worth it, let it go. Let that person think that they've won and don't add to it. Just walk away if you have to. If somebody is honking the horn in back of you, let them go. Do whatever you need to do, pull over, whatever it is, let them go. Maybe they don't realize in that moment what they're doing. And they will realize later when instead of stirring that angst and that anxiety that they already have, you just try to let it go and send them love, send them peace, send them compassion. It is hard because we are human and they understand that. These light beings understand that. But they're also reminding us that we are also light beings in our original form, that we are also made of compassion and of love and of peace. And we are loving creatures, we are loving beings. It is time to show them, to show the world our true potential and our true essence as best as we can at any given moment. It is understandable that sometimes it's just you're caught up in the moment, but let it go. Do your best to become aware of when it's happening and just release compassion, release love to that person or that situation, and let it rise above those waters that are drowning them. A lot of people are just in this very moment, they're very anxious, they're very anxiety bound. And let us be the example as best as we can to raise the vibrations of Earth as a whole, of humanity in general. It may not raise the vibrations, you say, but it will not make them more negative. So by letting go and sending out compassion and love, you are not adding to the negative. You will be adding to the positive side. And this is why one of the reasons we're seeing so many different scenes for each person that is taking this trip with us. Because, or each being that's taking this trip with us, I should correct. I got corrected on that. They're not all human that are going through this. we are being shown that, just like you stated, we're different from moment to moment. So if we can continue to be aware of that and continue to do our best at any given moment to spread positive energy, no matter how little it is at that moment or how much it is at that moment, whatever it is, we are able to change and make an impact in this world for everyone's greatest good, not just one individual. And this is why they're showing us so many different scenes and putting us in different situations. So we could understand that it's always changing and our needs are always different. And we are changing from moment to moment, whether we realize it or not.
You were speaking, Glenda, that zigzag pattern replicated itself on the light side, in that the beings that are there are forming this zigzag, but they're knitting their beings together. If you need a physical fashion, it's almost like they're coming together, arm over arm, and they're forming this chain of unity. And it's really the complete opposite of the other side of the portal. There, with the arms crossed, there's nothing that's going to break that chain.
Right.
Because of the strength of the bond that's been built. And it's a beautiful chain, because it's like opals, it's like fire opals. Fire opals burning white, if that makes any sense. It's just gleaming with divine light colors that are just glistening and surrounding the effort with grace.
It is beautiful.
Now I'm seeing gardens being shot out from this zigzag line, developing and beautiful. Each one is unique and different, and the types of plants there are all different, and yet they work harmoniously to build a most magnificent landscape.
I concur with that. It really is all about love and unity and compassion.
And even teams of dragons have come in and are part of the chain. They're adding their energy to the chain.
It is a beautiful scene.
With the vegetation, there's all kinds of wildlife that's forming and adding their blessing or light to the process.
One of the messages I'm hearing is that anything can grow in beauty as long as there's love, there's unity and compassion. As long as we understand we're no better than anyone else and we work together, collaborate, and work together instead of against each other, everything will grow. Things will be better, not just on earth, but also all over. No matter where you are or where you go, there will be growth to better all that are there, whether it's here on earth to better humans, to better wildlife, to better nature, to make it more magnificent instead of having destruction, instead of having instead of having fires and flooding and destruction. This is one of those times where the closer we get to each other, the more we forgive and the more we let go, the more we send compassion and love, the better things will go. This is the time where each one of us has to make a decision. Start looking and start knowing where you're going and what you're doing and doing things on purpose, with conviction, to better yourself and others around you. Once you start forgiving, you will start to feel lighter. Once you start loving things around you and people around you, you will start to feel lighter. And you will get more clarity so things will get better in your life, no matter what it is you're going through. No matter how alone you think you are. No matter what the situation is. Surrendering and letting go and sharing more of that good energy that you have within you. You're born with it. Just remember that. You were born with it. It's only after you start to grow that humanity and your life, and life changes you. But you were born with that compassion built in, with that universal love and unity built in. You were born to work together. Humans were born to share and unite and be in the light. As we grow, as we evolve, as we join forces to bring bright light into this world. And as you witness all the different types of plants and all the different types of flowers and landscapes, you notice that they're all working together, even though they may be different types, different in so many ways, and yet they're working together and growing and just fully healthy together, collaborating with each other. Not one trying to outdo the other one, or not one pulling the other one out and not letting it grow. Even the trees are opening some of their branches areas to give sunlight to those plants that are under them. So the umbrella doesn't just completely overshadow. the growth that's happening on the ground. That's how we need to work together. Not one particular agenda, but agenda for the world, for humanity as a whole, as collaboration, togetherness, and unity. This is not the time for the personal agenda per se. If you will benefit from it personally, but you can collaborate and unite, forgive, love, and share. And bring this energy of light into a whole other level. You will even start to see the brightness when you walk outside. Everything will start to seem brighter to you when you decide to take the lighter road. I don't know about you ladies, but I am seeing all kinds of different wild animals there too.
Again, as you were speaking, the image I kept getting was a favorite painting that maybe that has hung in the home for years and years and years over time. Takes on kind of a dinginess just because of dust and dirt that's in the air, and maybe smoke if there were smokers in the house, whatever. And that painting is painstakingly restored, bit by bit, letting go of a little piece of dirt here, or a little piece of dirt there. And it's almost as if in the desert, things can look dulled, is probably the best word I can say. Because there's so much dust in the air. And what I'm seeing is that all of that stuff that fills our life, as that settles out, the picture becomes crisp and clear and brilliant in its colors. And that's kind of what's happening with each of the beings that is there. As they've let go of whatever they need to let go of, their auras, their brilliancy becomes very evident.
And the dragons have promised to return to the physical dimension once the peace and harmony and genuine cooperation amongst all peoples is there.
I concur on both. Such a great feeling of peace. And all I can do is just go, releasing everything. Not feeling like so tight, not feeling strangled, not feeling like you're in a box, but just letting go, walking outside that box, walking into beautiful light. And as you walk through that light or next to that light, you become lighter because that light is burning off negative. It's like a scanner kind of thing, just burning off excess energy that you do not need.
Everyone is floating now. It's kind of fun to see.
Mm-hmm. That's because we don't have that weight to keep us down any longer. And now it's kind of funny because I'm seeing like 4 and 5 people holding hands like if they were parachuting.
Mhm.
And they're just holding hands, floating around. Hmm. Having lots of fun. Now that this portal has been protected for since day one, whatever that day was, since they don't have time per se, but since the beginning, they say, by human beings, basically. Those that are alive now in this lifetime have been there before, have been protecting this portal so that no one who is not supposed to be here enters. Not because it needs protecting, but to divert any possible negative being to enter, unless they're ready to shed that negativity. It is only when we're ready do we get to cross. We have to make a conscious, awakened decision to become better than we were yesterday and to set our goals to become our true self in this lifetime. Our higher being is there all the time with us, our soul, our spirit, whatever it is that you would like to call that. Light being is always with us. And it is looking forward to the day that we can honestly say we are finally there. And this is a great time to start aiming for that goal. Setting your differences aside. People can agree to disagree. That is why there's so many of us. That is why there's so many different. Not everyone was born carbon copy of the other one. And so our way of thinking, our way of being is very different. As they're saying, what a dull place this will be. And absolutely no lessons will be learned and our souls will not evolve if everything was the same and everybody agreed. But there is ways to agree to disagree, to walk away, send love, compassion, and let it go. And it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter as time goes by. It's almost like seeing a sunrise occur in the distance. You see all those beautiful colors get brighter and brighter. And then all of a sudden the sun pops up at that end of the horizon and just lights up the whole area. Out of darkness, light emerges, and light will win. Anything else from our members? It is time to go, isn't it? They're sending us someplace else. And this place now is just earth, back down to earth. Where you're walking on a street that you have walked many times, that you know it is very familiar to you. Right in your own neighborhood, near your own house, maybe near the store that you visit. And you just have the opportunity now to look around, truly look around like you never have before, paying attention to every detail, seeing those that are not as happy as they usually seem to be, seeing those that are caught in thought, seeing those that are not even looking eye to eye because there are so much in worry or angst or anxiety. Really pay attention. Something that you probably have never done, being mindful of everything that's around you and every single detail. What your smile can do for them. What your good gesture can do for those that are around you at this moment. What your energy can heal in them. This is what they're asking us to do. They're saying to bring that good feeling, bright energy that we were just experiencing down to here, in this moment. And as you are seeing yourself walking through the street, say hi to people, greet them, acknowledge them. If you see something you like, the person is wearing a hat and you love that hat, just compliment. Those little things are what's going to change everyone's vibrations and make it a lot higher and lighter, brighter. And it will create a chain reaction that eventually will come back to you, raise your vibrations more, and you'll continuously keep doing it. Simple thing like that. Doesn't have to be all grand, almighty, all costly. Just a simple gesture. That's where you can start. Now, as you walk by someone, just say hi. Say, hope you have a great rest of the day. Continue walking. You don't have to say any more than that. You don't have to do any more than that. Stay positive and send out goodness and kindness. Now, doesn't that make you feel good? That you put a smile on someone's face. It will get better. one gesture at a time, one moment of compassion at a time, one moment of forgiveness at a time. Anything else from anyone? Jazz, you want to take us down?
As you look one more time around your surroundings, know that you have laid the seeds of love and of hope and of peace, consciously or not. And those will be watered as you continue on your journey. Take a deep breath, and you will see short little steps in front of you. It's a series of 5 of them. As I count down, begin to return to your body, your presence within this 3D world that we live in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now remember that power of love is yours, not only to keep, but to pass on. When you're comfortable, you may open your eyes.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone that joined us today. Again, if you have any questions or any comments, you could email me at glendasmagicalcreations@gmail.com or find my website, glendasmagicalcreations.com. We do these sessions every week, and they stream on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we hope to see more of you there. Many blessings. Namaste. We love you. Have a great week. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Leaf. Have a good one.